silver duct tape strapped to my back, trying to relate to the fact that I'm not her, and I'm not him, and I'm not me. In the middle of my earth, I'm pink like you. I'm pink like the flower in my lover's hair. I'm pink like the dress her mother wears the day she says I do. I want to break out of this vest. I want my ribcage to feel rested, flat-chested, without breasts. Break the bones if that will set me free. Cut through this calcium in veins and tunnels and smoky debris. Fill my lungs up with the new air I'm gonna breathe. The day I get out of surgery. Wake me up and say, Caden, how you feeling? Squeeze my hand for me. Don't sit up. Just relax.
My relationship with my body is a very interesting one. For the most part, I feel really fortunate to inhabit the body that I do. I've spent a lot of time cultivating physical abilities in the form of contortionism and martial arts. And because of that, I really love and respect my body. There are aspects of it that I find pretty dysphoric. My genitalia specifically, I definitely have difficulties in that department, but everything else I'm actually really happy with, especially since starting hormone treatment and, you know, losing a lot of body hair and developing breasts and that world.
I love my body. It served me well, and kind of going back to the military, and I'm just a active person in general, and I do take care of my body, and I do like to work out a lot, and I feel like I do have a very good relationship with it, and I like to, you know, to sculpt it like I would a sculpture and make it look how I want to look, and I feel like I've been able to do that. So I'm fine. I feel very comfortable in my own skin.
It's a little rough right now. My relationship with my body is a little rough right now, but I'm working on it. We're working on it together. It's really, gender dysphoria it can turn into so many things, and it's really important to have a support system, and I'm really lucky to have that. You know, I have a lot of people around me that have gone through similar feelings that I have, and sometimes it's just about being patient with myself and being patient with my body.
When I think about, I guess, my body, you know, everyone thinks about their body. I don't know if anyone is actually happy with it. As I get older, I'm coming to terms with it. I've never felt comfortable with my breasts. They're just these huge things that are always in the way. I've always been pushing them down. Since they started coming out, I've been trying to put them back in. And it hasn't worked yet, but I'm okay enough with my body to where I'm not too afraid to look in the mirror. I would change it if it were easier to do that, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of a lot that you have to go through and explain to people. So.
I really have come to love my body, and some days are better than others, but I have done a lot of work, especially I just had top surgery about a month ago. A lot of work around accepting my body wherever it was in that given day, time, and in the acceptance, finding space to just love it where it is. So, yeah, I feel really good in my own skin, and that's, it's been a long journey to get there, for sure.
My relationship with my body is pretty good. I've had to take on a lot of body positivity messages, but saying those things over and over, forgiving my body for what it is, has been wonderful. I love what's between my legs. it's perfect. It works. It's functional. It's pleasurable. I don't fight with my body anymore that often. As I see my friends change and go through different transitions and whatnot, that's kind of difficult. I start feeling my breast. Like I said, I don't bind. So feeling compression is when I feel that I have tits and then I have a chest, and that in most spaces my tits are illegal. My tits are illegal online, my tits are illegal outside of the Austin County line, or the Travis County line. And so that's when I feel shame on my body. That's when I start not liking my body. But my body's not doing anything wrong. It's just the legality of it. I'm very fortunate to have a masculine physique and facial hair. I've transitioned as much as I can naturally. And my body has really done a good job with showing on the outside what I feel on the inside.
My relationship with my body it's getting harder as I get older. I've noticed just within the last few months, my body has changed again, and I realize that we will continue to evolve until we die. And so I'm turning into more and more of a woman in my shape, and it's happening quickly, and I'm moving further away from a neutral looking body. So my dysphoria is increasing as I get older. I don't feel female or male, but at the same time I feel like both. So I want to have broad shoulders and a flat chest. I don't want all the body hair. I want long hair. I don't want facial hair. Even though I don't want breasts, I still want to carry my own babies, and I would love to breastfeed them. So it's sort of this thing of do I want to live my life for myself in a body that makes me feel really comfortable, or do I want to live my life in a body that's not as comfortable, but I'll be able to breastfeed my babies later in life. And so I constantly feel like I'm running from one end of a seesaw to the other, trying to keep it balanced, just to keep myself feeling good and comfortable. After deciding to transition with hormones and surgery, I changed my perspective on my body, because I then was thinking, this is the body I've had my whole life, and now it's gonna change and I'm gonna miss it a lot. And so there was a lot of back and forth during that time period of not really knowing how I felt about my body. And I love it because I feel like it's my sister almost. It's not really my body, but it's something I've lived in my whole life, and I identify with it, but not as it.
It's been a long road with my body, and a lot of it's had to do with its size, because when you're growing up and you have a larger body, you go through a lot of stuff, and I think that overshadowed a lot of anything that would have come up about gender, because it was the thing that people saw first was that I was big, probably beyond gender. I got called the first day of kindergarten. I got called the little fat girl, and people would tell me about don't you know about liposuction, or they make moving noises on the bus, or things like that. So it was a huge issue figuring out how to live in my body, move my body, clothe my body before they had all the stores they have now. Whenever I get diagnosed with something new, I get upset at my body a little bit, but now I feel a lot of tenderness, and I'm actually at the point where I'm just grateful that it does as much as it does. And it doesn't look the way that I see myself. It never has. I'm a dancer with short legs, and the world's not going to see me the way I am. And most of the time I'm at peace with that. But that's been a long road, for sure.
The intention of Roaming Gender is to offer a platform for any and all folks to share their story on the intersectionality of their gender, race, class, ability, sexual orientation, religion, age, and nationality. If you're looking to get involved, donate, or be interviewed for Roaming Gender, visit us at www.roaminggender.com. Check out our new merch collaboration with Tomboy Society. They're donating 50% of the proceeds from all Roaming Gender apparel to our project. Don't forget to subscribe in order to catch the next Roaming Gender episode.